Okay, I'm going to introduce you to an editor for making web pages called Phoenix Code. It's an online editor which you can link to either a folder on your desktop or computer or a folder on in your Google Drive. So let's first open Phoenix Editor and I'll show you how it works. So when you open Phoenix Editor, it will come up with this box here saying what kind of project do you want. What we can do is, if we have an existing folder, we can open that if we already had something in it, like HTML files already made from previously, or we can create a new one here. We don't want a default program, we don't want that one. Now, see, you can download it as well and have it off the internet if you wanted to, as long as you're not on a Chromebook. So let's click on this one here. Okay, so what we need to do is link to a folder that we've created so we can make a project. So if you are on a Windows computer, you can right click on your desktop and create a new folder, and this folder could be like about me or about you, your first website folder. A better way of doing it would be, instead of calling it about me, would be create a folder where you can put lots of websites in. So year 10 websites, and then you can add lots of folders inside that. So but anyway, you create a folder like this on your desktop, then you can go back to the tab you're in there and link to it. So find the folder on your desktop and link to it. Now it's at this point where you might realize, if you've got a Chromebook, you'll have to link to a folder you've created in your Google Drive instead. So you won't have access to your desktop. You'll have to make a folder in Google Drive and connect to that as well. But it's going to ask you for permission, and you give it permission and then create the project. Okay, now it's going to give you things like, do you want to trust this editor? And you can say yes. Now this window here can be used, turned off and on as a preview to your code you created. Over here you've seen, if you look, there's the name of the folder. And so if you have another folder you want to open instead, you can just go directly to another folder. Here's an indexed HTML, and it's already been filled in. What I would do, first thing I would do, is delete everything inside the body tags, because you're creating a new website, and between the body tags you'll notice it gets rid of everything. You don't need the script JavaScript file, so you can delete that link, and you can also click on that and right click on it and delete the JavaScript file. Also, I would leave the JSON file just in case it's needed for this preview to work. So you're stuck with a style sheet and an index page, and that's basically how you get started using the editor. You can see that if you don't save it, there's a dot up next to the file, so if you save, it'll get rid of the dot. And whenever you want to preview the website, I'll open another one so you can sort of see. Another one I've made a while ago. See, I made this one, and you can't really see all of it in the preview window. So if you want to click on here, it's going to open it in full window on your computer, and you can just trust it and view it. So now you've got a computer, a website with everything working, and you can see it in full view. So that's basically how you can use, or you can just preview it as you do it. It's quite good. One thing that traps people get wrong is when you're in CSS, if you try to preview a CSS page, it'll say there's nothing to view, because CSS, you don't preview that. So you have to be on an HTML page to be able to preview that side panel. And that's basically it. I would always go File Save All before I finish at the end of the class. And that's it. It's a really great editor. Have fun and enjoy.